was reading two more communes that returned to quarantine. Santiago, Maipú, Independencia, in the metropolitan region. Macul, I think also. So, but it doesn't work, I think. Quarantine doesn't work anymore. Yes. Okay, well. Have a problem with your curtain, Santiago.
Okay, huh?
With your curtain?
What?
You have a problem with your curtain, no? Cortina.
No, I closed the window.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's see what we have for today. Today we have, we're going to start with the next topic of our program that has to do with some special verbs that are, I think that you already know them, but I would like to practice them in more accurately. That is modal verbs. Yes, we haven't talked about that, I think, in classes. Not yet, yes. Okay, well, let me share my screen. Wait, oof, cannot see anything. Okay, let me see. I think this is not. Wait a second, please. Here we are. Okay. Wait. Okay, let me check something. When we talk about this, well, there are different names for the same words. One of the names is modal verbs. Well, the name, doesn't matter. The name is, one of the names is modal verbs. And the thing that you must know about, let's see. What do you know? Modal verbs like could, should, good, those are modal verbs. What do you know about these verbs? Like could, should, must, etc. For example, what do you know about them? Do you know them? I'm sure you do.
Yes. Must is used when you're talking about an obligation.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And could and should, it's like not an obligation.
Okay. Okay. So here we have special meanings, let's say, obligation, lack of obligation. Do you have any other information about modal verbs in general? Sort of, let's say, characteristics of modal verbs. Do you understand my question?
Must is an obligation with myself.
Yeah. Yes.
Or, yeah.
That's correct.
The difference with should.
I'm sorry? The difference with should? Francisco?
Sorry, eyes unmute. It's the difference with the word should. The must is an obligation with myself.
Yeah, I should. Do you remember?
No.
No. Okay. Well, you're right. I mean, what you said is correct. But if we think about all these verbs, it's a small group. I mean, I don't know exactly how many, but they must be about 12, more or less, 12 verbs. These verbs are special because different from all other verbs, they are not actions. Yeah, all the rest of verbs are actions, but these ones, as you said, for example, must is an obligation. So these verbs, each one expresses different connotations. And they give a special connotation to the verbs that follow them. So we can see that first of all of these verbs are followed by, they have to be followed by another verb that is, let's say, a normal, I mean, a usual verb, yeah? Necessarily, because you have to say, for example, you must go. You must do something, because must is not a complete sentence. You don't have a complete sentence there. You must go, you must study, you must do something, yeah? So each of these verbs must be followed by another verb. Now, this verb has to be without to. You don't use to after them. The second characteristic of these verbs are that they are auxiliaries, or they work as auxiliaries. So that means that you use them for, I mean, when you make questions, you just invert the order. And when you want to use them in negatives, you have to put not after them, right? Like examples, I don't know, could you open the door, please? Yeah. Here we have a question and you put it at the beginning. And then in a negative sentence, you can say, he couldn't come to classes, for example. So in that sense, it works as any other, these words work as any other auxiliary, as verb to be, as do, does, did, etc. Okay? Now, the other thing is that these verbs cannot be studied all together because they express different things. So they must be necessarily separated according to the meaning they express. So first, I'm going to download some material I have selected. Any questions, any comments about this part first?
No, miss.
No? Okay. Well, first, if you go to enlaces, so I don't know if you prefer to watch it's in enlaces. We're going to see have to, must, and should, expressing obligation and advice. That is what we will first review. This material has been designed to be worked by students by themselves. I mean, you have exercises, you have the answers, and you have, everything to correct it. But in this case, I will ask you to do some parts with me, okay? The others will be done by yourself. First, I will ask you to watch a video where you have these three verbs, have to, must, and should. You already said must is an obligation, but have to is also an obligation, yes? And should is advice, is recommendation. So I will ask you to watch the video first, okay? And then we will see some of the rules. Is it okay?
Okay.
Amy, hi. What are you doing here?
It's my new Saturday job. Hi, Elfie.
Really?
Yes. I want to study veterinary science at university, and my parents suggested I should get some experience of working with animals.
And do you like it?
It's my first day. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Well, I've got some money and I've decided I'd quite like a pet. Daisy and Mum like the idea, but Mum says I mustn't get a spider, a scorpion or a snake.
That's understandable.
Let's see the dogs.
Oh yeah, look at these, mate. Puppies. What's that white one?
That's a Dalmatian.
But they've got black spots, haven't they?
Not when they're puppies, no. You have to wait until they're bigger. Then the spots appear.
Ah, I never knew that. Dalmatians are quite big, aren't they?
Yes, they are. You should really have a garden.
Well, we've got one.
And you have to take them out for a walk twice a day. Well, you don't have to go twice, but you must go at least once. Every day. Rain, snow, sun, every day. And you mustn't forget to take 2 or 3 small plastic bags when you go out.
Plastic bags?
Well, when your dog... you shouldn't leave it on the street. You should always clean it up and put it in the bin.
And a smaller dog? Should I get one of these?
They're Yorkshire Terriers. They're very small.
And noisy. Get something a bit quieter, Ollie. Think of your neighbours.
How about that one?
As an adult, Old English sheepdogs are extremely large. Like that one. And you've got to look after their hair regularly. You should brush them as often as possible and get their hair cut.
What about a cat?
We used to have a cat. She was a bit unfriendly. She used to scratch the sofa and our legs, and she stole food if you left it for a moment. You've got to be careful with a cat. Some are nice, but some are, well...
Oh, a turtle? They're small and quiet and they don't have hair?
They grow, and then you have to buy a bigger tank. You'd better buy a thermostat and a filter if you want a turtle. And you mustn't forget to change the water. They don't smell great.
What about a hamster?
I don't know what I should do. I mean, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable.
I don't mind. And if you like him, why not? He has to decide if he wants to go out with the mother of a student, though. But he seems nice. Maybe you should go for a coffee or lunch and see how you feel. If you don't like him, you don't have to see him again.
Oh, I shouldn't be asking you about this sort of thing. Oh, but I feel like a teenager. Why do these things have to be so complicated?
It's not complicated, Mum. You mustn't forget, he's the one who suggested going for a drink. So he obviously likes you, and you obviously like him. What's complicated?
I'm in New Zealand. I'm about to go and fly over volcanoes. It's not easy to combine my kind of life with, well, a romance.
You'll be home next week, and maybe you should take some time off travelling. Spend some time with us, and with him. And I'll be leaving school in a year, so go on, Mum. Life's too short. You should phone him.
Well, I'll think about it. I'd better go. I mustn't miss the helicopter. Is Oliver there?
No, he's out buying that pet. Oh, no, here he is.
Ollie, it's Mum.
Hi, Mum.
Did you get anything?
Yes, I did. And his name's Hannibal.
Okay. Any comments about this video? Nothing. Okay. Well, here we have a very complete explanation of what these words are about. As I said, have to, must, and should plus infinitive. To talk about obligation, things that are necessary to do, or to give advice about things that are a good idea to do. Okay. Must and have to are similar in the sense that both express obligation, but they are not exactly the same, right? In the case, somebody said, Santiago or Francisco, I don't know, must is my opinion about it. That is what I think. Yeah. Example. Something that we often use must for more personal opinions about what it is necessary to do. What I think it is necessary to do. But have to is for what somebody in authority has said it is necessary to do. For example, I must remember to get a present for Daisy, my opinion, but you have to look after their hair regularly. Dog experts say so. Yes, do you have to wear a tie for school? Asking about school rules. Yes? Have to is more frequent in conversation. Must is used more in formal writing, for example, in written notices. Yeah? Passengers must fasten their seat belts. Yes? Something that I forgot to tell you is that here the difference is that all of these words are the same for all the people. You don't have changes. Yeah. Okay. I think I've heard of have got to. Is that correct? Yeah. We use both. Have got to or have to is the same for obligation. I had better for advice. A lot in speaking. You've got to be careful with a cat. You'd better get something a bit quieter. I better go. I mustn't miss the helicopter. Yes? No. They are not used in formal writing. No, there is something very important about must and have to. The positive forms are very similar in meaning, but the negative forms are completely different. Must and mustn't are very different. Mustn't is a prohibition. Yeah, you mustn't forget. I mean, you have no choice. Don't forget it. Yes, different from if you don't like him, you don't have to see him again. In this case, don't have to is a lack of obligation. There is no obligation to see him again, but you have a choice. Another example, in a non-smoking area, you mustn't smoke. Yeah, it is forbidden. But in a smoking area, you don't have to smoke, but you can if you want. Can you see the difference between the two sentences?
Yes.
Yes? Any questions about it? Okay, well, here you have a lot of examples and exercises. Yes. If you go down here, you have exercises and you have the transcript of the video and you have the answers for you to check it. Okay. I think that you can do that by yourselves, except if you want to do some questions. Yes? No? Okay. No. Let's put this into practical terms, okay? Let's say, imagine that a foreign student is coming to study to Antumapu in normal times, not pandemic times, okay? Normal times. So this foreign student is coming to study to your faculty. And what could you tell him or her about obligations? I mean, using these models: had better, should, have to, and must. Yes? Do you understand it? Think
Yes.
for a while and then you tell me. Anybody ready?
Yes,
Catalina?
I will say something like you must avoid to wait alone or by yourself at the bus stop.
Okay, you must avoid walking alone, okay, at the bus stop,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
okay. What else? Think about different areas. I mean, as you said, security. I mean, as a student in terms of everyday life, but also in academic terms, living in the city. I mean, in all the aspects involved. Okay.
Could be you should visit some museums around Santiago,
Okay. Okay.
or you should be on time for classes.
Mm-hmm. You should be or you must be.
It's more like a recommendation. That's why maybe if it's from a teacher saying that, maybe the teacher will say you must be on time.
Yeah.
But from me, I will say
as
you
a
should.
classmate. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else? Francisco?
I say you should
Should.
you should
Yes.
join student organization or a sport team.
For a what, sorry?
Or a sport team. Join a student organization or a student team. No, sport team.
You should join a sport team, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should join a student organization to play some sports.
No, it's different things. A student organization, it's there are a lots of student organization in Antumabu, like EPA, where the students I don't know how to say
Protect animals.
Yeah, protect animals
Yeah, or look after animals.
Yeah. What else? Like something that what else? Other organizations. Well, something that kind this, and the sport teams. It's a team, a volleyball play team, soccer, basketball.
Why is it important to join one of these sport teams?
You can meet more people.
Yeah. But it has nothing to do with the, I mean, it's a way to organize to play soccer or to play volleyball, or nothing to do with the subject of football, or no? I'm a bit confused with that. No, nothing to do with that. You do it in your free time. That is what I.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, good, Francisco. Anything else? Any other recommendation, obligation?
I will tell him or her that if he's in September the 18th, he should go to a fonda and drink at earthquake. But as a joke, I could say that he must go to a fonda or
Sorry,
drink.
The sound was interrupted a bit. So as a joke, I would say what?
That he must go to a fonda or drink an earthquake.
Yeah, right. No, in a way, it's an obligation in that sense. I mean, it's you better go to a fonda, okay? Why do you think that people should go to a fonda, new people? Why is it so good to go to fonda?
Because there you can see and do traditional things, Chilean things, like, okay. I don't know, dance, hueca, or listen folkloric music.
Yeah.
Folkloric, no sé. Eat traditional food and all that.
So you can get to know traditional Chilean food, and you can get to know Chilean traditions, in other words.
Exactly.
Okay, right. Let's see, Galia, what about you?
I could tell him that he has to be, it's better be careful in the public transport.
Sorry, Ayan, can you speak more loudly, please?
Oh, sorry. That it's better be careful in the public transport.
He'd better?
Better be careful.
He'd better be careful?
In the public transport.
Better be careful on public transport.
Okay.
on the public transport
On public transport. Why?
because it's dangerous.
Mhm.
The area around the university is very dangerous.
Okay, the area around is very dangerous. Okay, right. Anything else?
And he could ask to the other students where he can buy her lunch.
He should.
Should.
He should, or he'd better ask where to buy lunch. Why?
Because because in the university buy lunch, and in the first day I don't know it, so I recommend that.
Sorry, you at the university there are different places to buy your lunch.
And the casino.
Canteen.
Casino.
Canteen.
Oh.
Remember, casino is enjoy or
yeah. Okay. I don't know how to say that.
canteen.
Canteen.
Yeah. Or cafeteria, but not casino. Casinos cannot be inside the university.
Okay.
So you.
Okay.
So can you buy your lunch at the canteen?
Yes. We can buy in that place, and maybe in the how can we say kiosk?
Kiosk.
Kiosk. Okay.
Kiosk.
Yeah, in that place too.
Okay. Okay. So you have more than one place to buy food. Okay. Any other recommendation? I mean, no? Recommendation, obligation, no? Okay. Well, now we will see some other situations where you can put this into practice. Wait a minute. This is, wait a minute, please. Oof. Okay. Okay, here we're going to see cards where you have situations to express advice. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Okay. Let's see, Catalina. How could you answer that?
Oh, now I got blurry, but
blurry?
Yeah, suddenly you got blurry.
What about there?
No, it's not fair.
I think that you should adapt your no. What about the rest of people? Can you see them? Can you see the cards well?
I see blurry.
Blurry?
Me too.
Blurry.
Me too.
Yeah, but it's something. Let me check something, because that is related to my configuration, I think. Wait. I must return to. No. I can. Wait. Give me a second, because I can't there is something that I must change here, but I can't remember what it was. La otra vez me lo arreglaron, pero has to do with the screen of, yeah, wait. Oop. Ah, no. No me acuerdo dónde estaba eso. Tiene que ver con la cámara. Ah, esto es. White Vision. Creo que es esto. A ver, probemos. There.
That's better.
Yeah, it's
Better?
better. Yes.
Is it there? Can you see it now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yes.
Everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Uf, menos mal que me acordé. Okay. Okay, Carolina, yes. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, it got blurry, but I can read it. I think so.
Again.
Again, it's blurry again.
Yeah, but I think I understand. So what is the question?
The
Again?
question is, I'd like to buy a pet. Wait.
I would like to.
No?
No, it got worse.
Worse.
I can't see it. So I would like to buy a pet, but I live in an apartment.
What pet should I buy and why?
Why? So you should buy a small pet because it fits better in an apartment.
Okay, but what pet should I buy?
Which one? I don't know, brews, but small ones like dogs, but they have to be small, or maybe a cat.
Okay. A canary would be good.
It could be a bird also.
Yes.
Yeah, or a fish, like at
A
the
fish. That's a good idea.
yeah, turtle.
Okay. I want to start studying dancing, but my parents disagree with my dream. What should I do? Galia.
I think he has to.
You have to?
The question is,
what should I do?
Me or?
No, I'm asking you. I want to start studying dancing, but my parents disagree with my dream. What should I do? Imagine that I am 12 years old.
Okay.
What should I do?
I think you can take the classes because it's important to do what we want to do, and you have to be happy. So
you have to be happy?
Yes, because I think the life is to be happy.
But wait a minute, you have to be happy? Who said so?
I say so.
No, you have to be happy. No, it's impossible. Nobody can No authority can tell me you have the obligation to be happy.
You could.
Yeah, you could, you should do something. You must be happy.
Okay.
I don't know if you must be happy, but definitely you have to is not possible.
Okay.
If you say you have to, Galia, that means that an authority, an external authority decided that you have the obligation to do so.
Okay.
Yes, so you have to be happy is impossible. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so what should I do, Galia?
You should be happy.
So
So you have to take the classes.
you have to take the classes? No.
Oh, you could take the class.
Oh, yeah, or you must,
Yeah.
but no, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful with that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, I want to do some exercise, but I have a bad knee. What exercise should I do? Santiago?
You should try to swim in a swimming pool.
Yeah, you should try swimming.
Swimming, yes. You should try swimming.
Why?
And because you don't, ¿cómo se dice apoyar?
Hold or no hold. How do you say? I forgot it. I forgot it. Wait. Come on. I forgot it.
Support?
Support, no, that isn't, you shouldn't, no.
Sustain.
Kneel against it, support, no, but that is not the word, no. Lean, that's a word. Lean on. That's a word. Lean on.
Lean on.
Oh, come on. No, wait. Yeah, you shouldn't lean your knee on where? On the wall, on the floor?
Yes, on the floor, on any surface.
Okay, so yes. Yeah, you shouldn't, this one, lean on, you shouldn't lean your knee, in this case, on any surface, okay?
Yes.
Right. Okay, good.
Also, you should try to golfing. Golfing is right.
You should try golf. You should try.
Yes, golf.
Yeah. Why?
Because you just have to walk and use your arms.
Yeah, but if you have a problem in your knee, can you walk?
Also, the people that plays golf move by a mini car. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
A golfing car.
Okay, they don't. So you don't have to walk.
Just a little.
Yeah. Yeah. Here I will. Let me stop something. When you the difference between you should try to swim and try swimming. Do you know the difference between? I mean, nothing to do with morals, but See what I mean? If you, let's see, if you say try to swim, it's totally different from try swimming. If you try to swim, that means that you don't swim very well, and you are going to make an effort to swim. Es tratar de nadar. Yes? But if you say try swimming, it's different because that means that you know how to do it, but you, I mean, out of different options, I don't know, golf, basketball, etc. Swimming is an option. So, intenta la natación and intenta ver si ahí te puede funcionar. But doesn't mean that you're going to learn, just to learn. Do you understand the difference?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, let me see if... Se vuelve a marcar el HD, perdón. Wait a minute, yo soy un poquitito obsesiva. Sorry. Original, yeah. Deme un segundo. The problem with the camera is when it gets to HD, high definition. So let me see if now it's better for you to watch it. Can you see it better now?
Yes.
Yes? Everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see another card. Let's see Francisco. What should I do?
You should buy a phone like your wait a minute, budget. I tried to say presupuesto.
Budget.
Budget.
Yes.
You should buy a phone by your budget. If you need work with your phone, you should buy a smartphone with all the apps and functions, and I don't know how to say.
Okay, so you should buy a phone according to your budget.
According
to
your budget.
Okay,
yeah.
Good. Let's see, Catalina.
Yeah, it's blurry again.
Oh, come on. No, please. No me hagas eso, por favor. ¿Cómo es posible? Es que si está blurry, estamos mal porque tengo la mitad de la clase con esto. Can't be like that.
Profe, pero usted puede leerlo.
Absolutamente. Según lo que me explicaron de la universidad la otra vez era que el punto está que yo lo tengo ahí. ¿Por qué se me va a eso? Se me va a HP. Y ahí está el problema. No tiene que cambiarse para allá. A ver. Tiene que quedar en original ratio. Ya. Pero no me queda dónde guardar esto. Mm. Mm. No sé. Mirror my video, whatever that means. A ver. No me da la opción de guardar esto en alguna parte. Entonces como que lo cierro y... A ver. Veamos el último, a ver qué pasa. ¿Ahí?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I don't know, Catalina, you were doing it?
Yes, I have not. Maybe you should try something else.
Yeah.
Acting. Or maybe it's blurry. But anyway, it's blurry again, by the way. But I will say that you should try another thing and find your passion.
Passion. Find your passion. Okay. Let's see. Nothing to do. Okay. 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 Let's see if we can see something else. Ay, my dear. All right. We're going to change to modals of obligation, okay? Veamos aquí. We're luckier in this part. Can you see that or no?
Yes.
Yes. No, this is very small, I know. Okay, if you cannot read it, I will read it for you. Tell us about 2 things you shouldn't do if you have the flu. Tell us about 2 things you shouldn't do if you have the flu. Let's see, Galia.
Okay.
And you shouldn't drink cold water. And you shouldn't be with you must be you should be I don't find the words, sorry. You should be, wait a sec. You should be warm.
Sorry, you should be what?
Warm.
I'm sorry.
With warm clothes.
You should
be.
But 2 things you shouldn't do.
You shouldn't be with cold clothes.
Okay, light clothes. Okay.
Light clothes.
Okay, light. Okay. You shouldn't wear light clothes. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't find the words, so.
Yeah. Okay. 1 inch and that's it. 2 things you shouldn't talk about with a stranger. No, sorry. 2 things you should find out about a country before you visit it. 2 things you should find out about a country before you visit it. Francisco.
Mm, hmm, mm, mhm, mm, two find two things. Mm, well, you shouldn't.
No, you
You
should. Sorry,
should.
two things you should do. You should find out about a country before you visit it.
Mm, the language of the country,
Okay. Yeah.
and the places. Places that you must visit. My language and I don't find the words places.
What other information should you find out about a country before you visit it? You
I
should,
want to say the places that you like.
you should visit.
Yes, I don't know how to say that. The places that you must visit and know
Yeah.
in the country. Mm, it's no sé.
Okay. Okay. The places you must visit that you must know in this new country. It's okay. Let's go on.
Yes, no. Yes, okay.
No, esto está muy cargado. Wait a minute. Two things you must do before you catch a plane. Catalina, two things you must do before you catch a plane.
You should be early.
Be careful, be careful. Can you see my screen?
You must be 2 hours earlier or 3 before catching a plane.
Sorry, you must or you have to?
You have to.
Hmm.
I mean, it could be must, right, or not?
That is my question, because the question is two things you must do before you catch a plane. And it's not a matter of must, it's have to in the case, in the example you gave.
Okay, so yeah, you have to be earlier.
Yeah, so two things you must do. I want you to use must, please.
Another thing. I don't know.
Two things you must do before you catch a plane.
You must go to the bathroom.
Okay, for example.
Yeah.
You must wear comfortable clothes.
Yes, true. You must wear comfortable shoes, easy to take off. Sometimes you have to take your shoes off.
Okay, no, you have to, no.
You must. You must.
You must. Can you see
Where's
that's the thing, because it's very, I mean, it's very easy to confuse them.
Yeah, it is. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, right. Let's see. But do you understand it now?
Yes.
Yeah. Hold on. Three things you don't have to do when you are on holiday, Santiago. Three things you don't have to do when you are on holiday.
You don't have to work,
Yeah. Okay, good.
and what is it? And you don't have to eat too much food because you can get sick, and then you will not ¿cómo es aprovechar?
Use.
Use the holiday.
Sorry? You're not going to take advantage of your holidays?
Yes.
Okay, but you don't have to, okay. But in that case, I would say you shouldn't eat too much. When you say you don't have to, there is no obligation to do it. So in the case you said you don't have to work, perfect, of course, because you are on holiday. What other things are the ones you don't have any obligation to do? Many things.
Yes, I don't know. You don't have to travel if you don't want to.
Okay, you don't have to travel if you don't want to. You don't have to get up early.
Okay, what?
You don't have to get up early.
Early. What is that?
Early, in the morning.
Early.
You don't have to get up early. You don't have to wear your alarm clock, for example. Many things. But can you see, here is no obligation. If you want to do it, it's okay. But the thing is that there is a lack of obligation. Do you understand it?
Yes.
By the way, can you see that? Can you see my screen now? Can you read it or not? Or is it blurred? Is it blurred?
It's very blurred.
Very blurred. Okay. Okay. Well, let me see. I will. We were going to go for a break for 5 minutes early, because I will see if I can restart my computer to. Perhaps that's the thing. Yes.
Okay.
So
yes.
Give me 15 minutes. If you have to, if I have to send you another link to enter the meeting, or you could use the same one, no? If I don't finish the meeting, you should use the same one. Yes or no?
I don't know.
Else, not me.
I don't.
I think that if you don't finish this session, we can keep here.
Keep it going?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Okay. Yeah, because okay, I will see if the problem is solved. Because something happened, yeah. Vuelve nuevamente el HB, no se me guarda, ese es el problema. No sé por qué. Video settings, you see here? Oop. Yeah, okay. See you in 15 minutes then.
Okay.
Okay.